me. 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys, Tuna back again. We're going to do a review of Shadow of the Ninja Reborn. I am going to press start at the next. It's going to go into the intro again. This is a game by Tengo Project. These guys are responsible for Omega 5, Pocky and Rocky Reshined, this Shadow of the Ninja, Ninja Warriors or Ninja Saviors, and Wild Guns Reloaded. So basically they're basically re-releasing old 16-bit games, but this is actually a 8-bit game. So all the games are very good. In fact, I think all of them are pretty excellent, to be honest, especially on Mega 5 on the 360, if I get a chance to try that. And with Ninja Warriors being my favourite game they've done. Anyway, but I say this is a sort of 2D sideways scrolling platform ninja action game. It is 2 players. You get a choice of 2 players from the start. And it's got your standard options. There's nothing special in options, basically. There's no extra soundtracks or anything like that. There is a like I don't know. There's like a store when you start the game again. You can pick some weapons to buy, so you can find different weapons in game and unlock them to buy them again. But I don't bother doing that really, to be honest. So you get an arcade mode, which is where you're going to be playing most of your time. There is a time attack mode. So once you've completed levels in arcade mode, you get to basically do time attacks on them, and then there's online rankings and everything. And then you got your standard online rankings, and you've got your options. There is in options, I've just turned it off here. There is a scanline option, and it's a pretty nice one. I found on the screen level 6 scanlines seem to look pretty damn nice, but I'm just going to turn them off for now. And you got your standard options, but like I say, there's nothing special in the options. Depending on what you're playing on, I'm playing on an arcade cab, so I have swapped the buttons around. It is a little bit awkward on the joystick because it really is set up for a joypad, but you can get around it. So when you start your arcade mode, you get your normal arcade play, hard play, or a multiplayer. So you can play 2 players through, which would probably be quite fun. So we are going to go normal because I ain't good enough to play hard. And this is one of the games I was playing. I've been swapping in between the characters and getting so far into them. But for this, I'll start a new game. You got the choice of the 2 characters, Hayate, and I can't remember the girl's name. The only real difference between them lot is that the girl is a bit faster. What I was saying with stuff you unlock in the game when you find them, you collect like money essentially in the game. And once you unlock weapons and stuff, you can load up for a new game if you want, and load up on extra things. Like if I wanted to, I could just buy that, and that'll be in my menu, and I could buy that if I want to put in the menu. So I'm just going to buy them. This is the first time I've actually bought anything as well. So the option is there to do it if you want. It's probably taking loads of my cash. So when this game starts, the first thing you're going to notice is the graphics are damn good on this game. Very good indeed. So basically, gameplay wise, you've got your standard sword, you've got a chain, and you've got jump. And you can basically pull down the middle air and jump, which allows you to jump a little bit further. I guess that does come very useful with the girl because she is a bit faster, but she doesn't jump as far. So it does come in useful in that ways. You can hold down on the sword and you can just stand in it, let go of the button, it goes. But you can hit enemies on the way down doing that with your sword. There is other mechanics like wall grabbing, wall climbing and wall running as well, which they don't really explain any sort of things in the instructions. So you'll just sort of end up finding this stuff yourself. The levels do tend to have multiple ways to go, but we're going to go round. So what you can do, you can basically wall jump, so you can jump off there across, and you can grip onto a wall as well. You can also jump onto a wall, press jump, and then hold up and jump, and they'll run up the wall. Like I said, a lot of these techniques for running around, they don't really tell you. You just sort of work it out. I say, especially, you know, a big shout out to the graphics in this game. The graphics are beautiful in this game. The original game looked quite nice and clean. Had some like cool darker levels with some nice backgrounds and things like that. But this version just takes it to another level, to be honest. The level layouts are similar to the old one, but they're not the same. There's an extra weapon over here. I'll show you now. If I go over here, right, if you jump here and pull down, you can get onto here, and then over here there's a weapon. I'll show you how to use the weapons. You can press one of the bumpers, I think. You can press it once and it'll swap between your sword or the weapon you want to pick, like that. And then you can click back. You can only have so many weapons in your inventory. One of the gameplay elements of this I don't like is I wish you could just tap the button to go across. Like I say, I know I've got to heal 5 across. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle of a battle, and it goes straight to the heal, and I can use it. You can't. You've actually got to hold on the button, which interrupts the gameplay, and then you've got to choose. But what you'll end up doing, you'll end up going right to the one, trying to think the one you want, but it's not. It's on like a scroll wheel, so you've got to scroll it left. I wish that there was an option to have it as just a button press. I think that would be a lot better. There's one other little gameplay thing I wish they would get rid of as well. I know that you did it in the original game, but it is a bit of a pain in the ass. Is when you're on a platform, if you pull down and jump again, you'll fall off a platform. If you hold on the platform and press jump, he falls off. So what would you think? So if you're on a platform and you want to get up on a platform, you would think you hold up and press the button. No. You hold up and, you would think that you press a button. You think you press a button and you automatically flip up. No, you've got to push up. So what you'll end up doing a lot, until this gets into your head you can't do that, you'll end up pressing the button to jump up to the next thing, you fall off. And you will fall off and die quite a bit. I wish you could just press a button to jump up, but it is what it is, and you do eventually sort of get your head around it. But you know, little things aside, that's my only real complaints of any of the gameplay elements on this. What you'll notice as well after a while, like they don't tell you can do this either, is when things are firing at you, you can cancel them out with your sword. Like initially when I was playing this, I was trying to dodge them. You can't. You basically got to use your sword. And with the shop thing as well, half the time it's probably not worth buying stuff from the shop because you pick it up anyway. So first little mid-boss. This one's quite easy. You jump over the slash in. I found this is the quickest way to kill him. You can also jump on their head and use the sword like that. So these ways of getting yourself out of trouble on that, on you. The level layouts are similar to the original one, but they're a lot different, if you know what I mean. Like if I want this weapon, say I want to swap to the weapon, so some of the weapons as well will shoot through doors and things like that. I think you can use sword for the majority of it. To be honest, I don't really use the weapons on you. At least I haven't. Maybe I should. I find the sword slashing and using your chain are the best ways to play this game, you know? Like those bullets come off there, you can actually hit them with your sword. So, what you would do on here is you can jump up here. Like I said, I wish I could show you the wall running mechanic. I might be able to show you over here actually. Yeah, so if you jump on a wall, hit the button and hold up, they'll run up a wall. Which could be quite handy. Later on in the game, you will need to do that a lot. One of the guys from Tango, at least one or two of them anyway from Tango worked on the original game as well. And the guy who did the music apparently worked on the original game and came back to do the music for this one. And redid all the music, which is really cool. I tend to use the chain a lot as well. Like this bit, it'll fire like a ball off at you, but you can actually rebound it back. When I first got to this bit, I was getting hit all the time. And like, to be honest, this game, gameplay-wise and level-wise, the levels do take a lot of practice in this game. You will get to a level and you're going to get your ass handed to you quite a bit, and then eventually you'll learn to get through it. Like when you first play this game, it's really hard. So you can use the chain in mid-air in any direction you want to push, basically. Ooh, that was weird. So what you can do is now, I'm going to use the energy. Drink some milk and get some milk back. So you can use that little spin then to get some extra length out to your jump on that one. I say sometimes they do shoot down as well. I think the guy is very handy for his jumping ability. Diddle-a-dee, diddle-a-dee. I tell you what, I fail at this jump quite often. You'd be surprised. It's good that you can hang on the platform and wait for him to fire. So, first boss. It's the boss from the original game as well. I'm gonna get hit. Damn, I don't like being here. So what you gotta do now is he's gonna fire a laser, so I've gotta get up here. So laser time again. The room normally fills up with water as well, but this time base, so we probably won't see the water. It looks really nice when it fills up with water. Actually killed it before the water came in. So that's pretty much the first level. Oh, here's the water. A little A little bit late on that. So you say you unlock like the money or gold bars or whatever they are, and if you unlock any new items, they get added to that shop level, which you can then buy with your gold bars. So the music is pretty nice in this as well. It does the job. I don't think it's quite as good as the music in Ninja Warrior's mine, but still can't complain. When I first got to this bit as well, I was trying to dodge those shurikens, but you can literally just hit them back. Oh, I don't want to lose my... I got too many of them now, haven't I? Bam, bam. This is one of the sub-bosses that took me a little while to kill on the original, on the NES. And I'm doing a terrible job of killing it at the moment. No, I just kill it with the chain. That's it, dead. Like I say, I'm not going to get too far into this, but I'll show you a few more of the sort of things you need to do in it. Bam, bam. I'm going to use my gourd. Say, now you've got some environmental hazards, so you go under that one, and then jump and spin over that. The amount of times I died in this bit, first time I got to it. It's mad, you die loads on the section, and then you come back to it then, once you've learned it, and you can just do it no problems at all, and you wonder why you died on it. You just can't rush through this game. Get that enemy with it. Double. You gotta remember they do the double. I say with the way this plays, the challenge is definitely real on this game, and the music and the beautiful pixel art. Got to give our game this, you know. Oh, I can imagine if they could have done pixel art like this back in the day on the old consoles. Like, you'd be well impressed. And all their games, to be honest, they just look beautiful. I say it is slightly awkward the way I'm playing this. I'm using my thumb to jump essentially. So you get the idea of the stuff you've got to do in this game, and like the further you get through the levels, the environments get harder and harder to get through. I'm not going to go up here. I've never actually gone up here. No, you can't. Ah, I didn't think you could. I didn't think you could get through by going up there, but I thought I'd have a look. I was wondering, I was playing on it last night, I was wondering whether you could actually go through it. But I'm going to die. So, you only get one life in this. Once your one life is done, that's it, it's game over. You can continue as many times as you want. Each level is set out into so many sections. When you continue from the section you've got to, which is quite nice, other than right back at the beginning. You see, would you like to send all your pocket into online rankings? I'll say yes. I didn't realise this, but Digital Foundry pointed it out. If you quit the game without dying and then go back, it doesn't save your progress. I didn't notice that one because I haven't actually done it, but it doesn't actually save your progress. So you've literally got to die, go to exit, and exit out. And then, once you get back to the start screen, you want to come back to it, then you go to normal, and you'll see your section. So I'm on 2-1. So I died on level 2, section 1. So then you can basically, even though this game is really hard and it's a fair challenge, don't be fooled. This game is gonna push you and challenge you, and it's gonna be a little bit frustrating at times. But then once you'll get it, you'll be able to blast through it. Um, you're going to be able to come back to it and practice a section over and over until you're good and you go for it. I've got I haven't actually finished it yet. I'm still trying to practice through level 5 at the moment. I've got to the boss, but I keep dying on the boss. But so I haven't actually got to stage 6 at all. I was open for the review. I'd end up finishing it on all the way through, but I just haven't had time. But I've been replaying the earlier levels quite a bit, so I can generally breeze pretty reasonably through to level 5 now. Well, level 5 gets tricky with the fire and everything. It's quite hard, level 5. Or was level 4 the fire? No, level 4's the fire, sorry. Yeah, level 5 is the one that you've got there's lots of crazy jumps and flying ships and stuff, and it gets quite tricky. So I'm just sort of learning that level. This is why I keep playing it from the beginning. But anyway, guys, what do I think of this game? Well, as an update to an original NES game, which I do like as well, it's a pretty fantastic update. The sound on here is really nice. The remixed tunes and everything are a little bit different to the original tunes, but they are the original tunes, but modernized and made better. Basically they sound a lot nicer, and the remix is good. It's cool that they had the original guy come back and actually do all the tunes again himself, just really nice. Um, Gameplay wise, it plays pretty fantastic. There's a lot of stuff. Like I said, they don't really tell you. I haven't got a physical version of this, so I've only got like a download version. So they don't physically tell you all the sort of different movements and stuff you do. So you'll just end up finding it on your own. But gameplay wise, it's really good. There's a lot of options. The two characters are very similar, apart from the fact that she doesn't jump very far, but she's a bit faster running around, which I do sort of like. So I'm not sure whether I'm not sure which character I prefer. Definitely the guy character is definitely the better and easier for the jumping. She's a little bit more tricky. You got to do more the spin trick and stuff to get through the levels. Yeah, graphics wise, this game looks fantastic. It looks amazing. All the levels look brilliant. And this is probably the nicest looking game they've done so far. It is like the top class of what you could do with pixel art, in an old type style. Um, Very good. The graphics on each level is very unique. It's amazing how Free Guys have managed to churn out such amazing looking games. So yeah, what do I think of it? I think it's a really good game. It's very hard. It will take, like I say, it's going to take some practice to get through it. But once you start completing the levels, you will start being able to go through them and run through them reasonably easy-ish once you've done it. I haven't tried hard mode though, but there are replays out there of hard. There are replays out on the day of release of hard. So I haven't had that much time to spend on it to be able to do that. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, depending. You know, if you're not so good at platform games, maybe not the game for you because it is going to frustrate the hell out of you. But if you've been playing platform games, you like this type of game, you're probably going to really enjoy it, and it's going to be a fair challenge. But once you get it, like Ninja Warriors and other games, you'll probably breeze through the levels. Yeah. So overall, I think very nice looking game, plays really well. It's got a fair challenge. It's a really nice game. I got to admit, I really like it, and I definitely think it's well worth picking up. I don't I don't think it's my favorite game they've done. I think Ninja Warriors is my favorite game they've done. I love that game anyway on the SNES. So that's my favorite they've done. But I've got to admit, they all their games are are a very high bar. To be honest, I think as especially as remakes, they're very high bar. There's not one of their games that is not good. So yeah, definitely it's recommended. And if you get a chance, go back and play Omega 5 on the Xbox 360. That's also a very nice looking game as well. It's extremely looking game, to be honest. It's extremely nice looking, especially if it's all 3D, but it looks fantastic. So hopefully these guys will do a shoot 'em up next, and hopefully that they'll do scat. I'm pretty sure. Let me check now. I'm pretty sure scat is Natsumi as well. Natsumi made a load. Yeah, it is. Natsumi made a load of really nice games on the NES. So yeah, hopefully they'll do scat. Scat's a little bit like Forgotten Worlds. Two-player. I'd really like them to see, see them do a remake of that. Seeing as they did Omega 5 years and years ago, to do another shoot 'em up would be really nice to see. They could really go to town with the graphics on that. But anyway, guys, it's a bit of a long review, but I hope you enjoyed it. But yep, definitely recommended picking up. And the game's a fair challenge, looks beautiful, plays really well, and it's definitely worth your money. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that, and I shall catch you again. Try now.